Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Definitive Skyrim Let's Play. So last episode, we had just made our way to Whiterun, and we informed the Jarl of the dragon attack, and he figured that we might be able to help out his court wizard with a task. And lo and behold, Farengar wanted us to go fetch the Dragonstone, which we had already gotten. So, we gave him the Dragonstone, and that was that. He's going to take a look at it, and maybe something will come of it. Maybe nothing will come of it. Either way, we're back, and we're free to go about our business. So, of course, that means we're going to take a quick look around, see if there's anything of value. We're going to peruse his book collection. There's quite a few books here, most of which we haven't seen yet. As I've mentioned before, we're going to be picking up books pretty frequently, since we are using Legacy of the Dragonborn, and books actually make up quite a large portion of the collection. And so since we're going for 100% completion, that includes finding and reading all of the books of Skyrim. And from reading these books, we're actually going to find out about some potential things worth investigating. Learning about quite a few legends that seem to have some truth to them that we may look to pursue at some point. Because as we just experienced, Bleak Falls Barrow was one of these lost ruins of Skyrim that was fabled to have unknown artifacts inside, and we did in fact unlock the mystery of the Golden Claw and found the Dragonstone. So pursuing stories like these will certainly be something of interest to Coemgin. And so those of you that may have played the main quest before might be wondering why we're not fighting a dragon right now. Normally, after you head to Whiterun and return with the Dragonstone, a guard runs in talking about how there's been a dragon attack, and we are tasked with going and finding out what happened and eventually slaying the dragon. But that's not the case here. So, as I've mentioned before, I believe we're using a mod called Not So Fast Main Quest. And so, after getting the Dragon Claw, after getting the Dragonstone, we're done with the main quest for the time being. We're going to have some time to explore, pursue what endeavors we'd like to. I do believe we are capable of buying a house now. That's certainly something we are interested in. We've spent some time doing some tasks. We've acquired some gold, acquired quite a bit of supplies. We're starting to struggle to carry everything, so finding a place to store our things, those more unique and valuable items that we're not planning on using, having a place to put these would be very nice. But as I think we'll find out, buying a house is going to be quite expensive. And so we're going to have to do a lot more work. Or find other ways of getting gold. But for now, we're going to take advantage of the alchemy table available to us. Craft some potions. I don't want to use too much canis root, since unless it's changed, I'm pretty sure that can be used in paralysis potions, which certainly would be very helpful. But ultimately, for now, we'll go with the easy money.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells.
Speaking of spells, we are in the market.
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Okay, he has a bound bow. Definitely might be worth picking up. I do know of a location where we can find the bound bow, but I'm not sure if it's a location we'll be going to in quite a while. So we could wait, or we could buy it now. I'm not used to Farengar selling the bound bow. But it certainly is tempting to pick up. As you can probably tell, I have quite a few spells added by mods. Using a couple of different spell mods. Certainly won't be using all of the spells, but there are quite a few nice spells added. Especially a lot of illusion spells. Since in the base game you pretty much only have Calm, Frenzy, and Invisibility that are really useful. So there's some more interesting spells that we might take advantage of in the future. Fortunately, spells are pretty expensive. There's a lot here that we'd be interested in seeing. Honestly, it's quite a bit overwhelming. And right now, Coemgin is definitely, well, slightly overwhelmed, definitely very excited by the potential that magic has. His mother and uncle never really delved deep into the real potential that magic could provide. They, of course, demonstrated its usefulness, but never did they delve into the many grimoire of the Elderscrolls universe. So Calm's certainly worth picking up. Wasn't too expensive. And it'll be a way for us to start using illusion in the beginning here. Normally I like picking up Muffle, since that is also an illusion spell that you cast on yourself And so it's a nice way to level up illusion early on. And we're going to go ahead and buy the bound bow. That's going to be very attractive to Coemgin since he definitely enjoys archery. It's very comforting to him to be able to attack his foes from a distance. And with his growing interest in magic, being able to only have to rely on himself to have access to a powerful weapon is very attractive. So he'll certainly be dedicating time to learning this to hopefully get to use it soon.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
And so look at that, 15,000 gold for a house.
Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
20 gold.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I know all we did was carry a sword up here, but 20 gold? So now, once again, we have some decisions to make. Not just in how to use these perk points, but we've escaped our execution. And so our primary goal was just surviving and getting some equipment, but we've done that now. We went to Whiterun, spoke to the Jarl, got paid. And even the follow-up task we had already completed, so now there's really not anything planned out. Quite a few nice illusion perks. But, so really we're free to do what we want. I think we know it costs 15,000 gold for a house, which at this point is somewhat of a goal of ours.
But we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't
Well,
like
if you're
that
willing
I've been
to pay.
spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
And so,
If you find... Saphir! Wait,
I think that's a pretty good
Give me your money.
sign of what we'll do
You
next.
better give me 5 septims right now or I'm gonna bloody your nose.
No, please! I really don't have any money, Braith. I'll give you 10 septims tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
10 septims tomorrow, baby Battleborn. or I'm gonna bloody your nose and your lip.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time. Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of Dragon's Reach and look for birds' eggs. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. Alright then.
I was actually under the impression you can get a quest to, like, stop Wraith from bullying him. Maybe there is a way to get that quest, I don't know. Anyways, so I think, well, we wouldn't exactly call ourselves
Tell me,
a mercenary.
do you believe in mighty Arkay, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious. My amulet of Arkay. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. And I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arkay be upon you.
So while we wouldn't call ourselves a mercenary per se, essentially that will be what we're going to do for the time being. We won't be a personal bodyguard or a servant, but we'll be a blade for hire, or in our case, a bow and spell. I think I mentioned last episode, there's a lot of these types of small side quests that can be picked up in Whiterun. And so we're going to spend some time just looking for work, talking to people, and hopefully get paid. And along the way, we might pick up a few spare coins or a necklace or two that might be laying around unattended. Never hurts. So I know there's skeletons in here. I'm not sure how difficult they're going to be. And unlike Draugr, these skeletons seem to not care about fire whatsoever. I wasn't expecting them to follow me back outside. Okay, so fire is not good against skeletons. And they can hit pretty hard. Yeah, that's not doing much of anything. Maybe sparks will do better. Okay. Certainly was not expecting the Whiterun catacombs to be the most difficult dungeon we've faced yet. So we might have to use a sword and... okay. So we're gonna really need to keep moving through here. There's at least 3 skeletons. So that did a decent amount of damage, but probably not going to be able to pull off any more sneak attacks. So we're gonna have to keep just going in circles here, summoning our wolf when we can. Maybe try to go in for a few shots with the sword. Just pop all the potions. Oh, okay. That's frustrating. I guess there was a guy behind us. Okay, there's at least one more left. He might have gone back inside. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we saved. Completely ignored our wolf there and just went right over the top to slice us. Okay, so we finally cleared out these skeletons. And now we still have to find his Amulet of Arkay. But we'll take a little bit of extra payment from the dead. So this is interesting. An unusual gem. Perhaps it's worth something. There's another one of these enchanted rings. And this has a pretty good enchantment. That frost and fire resistance will be very strong against mages, and once we come across them, dragons. It's going to be very strong against dragons. So that trapdoor is interesting. I think that is part of a mod. Skyrim Sewers, I believe. But we're not going to mess with that for now. We barely survived these skeletons. So if there's some deep hidden crypt beneath the Hall of the Dead, we are going to avoid that for the time being. And I'm pretty sure his amulet is supposed to be in there, but I didn't see it. I know it's sitting around somewhere. I turn on the map. Okay, so it is in here. It really blends in there. Certainly wasn't expecting this to be that difficult. But we did it. And now we need to go collect our payment. And actually, I wasn't expecting to do just this. But I think we're probably going to call it an episode after we claim our reward.
I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living. Oh, thank Arkay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. It was a pleasure.
Only 15 gold. At least we were able to find some other stuff of value inside. Especially the unusual gem. So that will definitely pique Coemgin's interest. We'll have to find out if it's worth anything. But, like I said, I think this is going to be the episode. Next episode, we're going to probably spend some time going and completing all of these miscellaneous quests. A couple of bandit camps to clear out. And in the process, we'll probably be able to complete some of these other things, maybe find a mammoth's tusk. But hopefully, we'll be able to work our way to hopefully being able to purchase some property in the city. At the very least, be able to improve our quality of life at least a little bit. But until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.